Having survived my brush with death from athlete's foot, my family's there. We're living in a one-bedroom apartment, all stuffed into this one bedroom in an old residential apartment house in downtown Vienna. We hadn't been able to find any housing that was really suitable, and it was becoming a incredibly miserable experience. Austria, Vienna at Christmas is just the most wonderful place. There's the Christkindlmarkt right outside the city hall, filled with all sorts of toys and handicrafts, and there are wonderful Christmas pastries in the windows of the bakery shops. But all of that was lost because we didn't have any way of even cooking dinner. Our two children were waiting for Christmas. Christmas was the moment of the year. We were able to get some sort of spindly Christmas tree. We didn't have any of our ornaments or decorations to put on it. Nothing that would remind them of home. And we didn't have a fireplace. How was Santa Claus going to get, how was he going to bring the toys? And there weren't stores like in the US where you could run out and buy the latest kids' toys that our children would want. Finding anything comparable was so difficult. And so Christmas seemed like it was just going to be the most miserable, terrible experience. And everyone would be so unhappy. I was so miserable. My family was. We were thinking about giving this all up and going back home, and we couldn't find a good place to live. And then Christmas Eve came. And everyone in Austria is home with their families. We have no one to be with, and nowhere to go and have Christmas dinner, Christmas Eve dinner. And and we had managed to find some presents. How was I going to get them put out? Where to keep them? So there was a woman who worked at our mission from Turkey. She was a Muslim, and she lived in the building. And I went to her. Her name was Huri. I said, Huri, any way that I could store the presents, the toys we have for our children here in your apartment? And she said, sure, I'm happy to do that. I understand about Christmas. And I said, we're going to go out to dinner, and if I were to leave our apartment open, could you ever bring the presents in and just put them around this spindly Christmas tree we had? So she agrees. This Muslim woman agrees to do this. So comes time, we're going to go out and try to find a restaurant to eat at. Don't know if there is any. Everything's closed in Vienna. And as we're going, and my boys who were like 6 or so saying, how's Santa going to get in? There's no fireplace. And I said, well, here Santa, in Austria will come on Christmas Eve night. Oh, why would that be? They're asking me. So I got to, think quick. I need a cover story. I said, well, if he has to come here in the evening in order to get to the U.S. in the morning. So I guess that made sense to a 6-year-old. He said, oh, I see. Okay. So I kind of prepared them for that. And he said, but how is he going to get in the apartment? So I left a window open. So we've left the window open. Santa comes in the window. And we go out and leave the door ajar and and make a big scene of turning the lights out, but leave it unlocked for Huri. But my sons all think it's locked. And we head down into the heart of Vienna and finally find one restaurant, the only restaurant that's open, called the Chattanooga Choo-Choo Café. And sitting outside, kind of on a park bench, there's one young Asian woman, all alone. Nobody didn't speak any English. We didn't speak any German. And we said, come with us. Come on, come with us. Come and sit with us. Have Christmas Eve dinner with us at the Chattanooga Choo-Choo Café. So we're sitting there, we're having hamburgers and milk and whatever, and having fun and making her smile, and our kids are smiling. We go home, and the door is open. The lights are on. They knew we had turned it off. The boys run in. Here are the toys all around the tree, been put out. Oh, Santa's come. Look, here this little garage, these little cars, these toys. Thanks to a Muslim woman and a Buddhist young woman from Korea, who we found sitting all alone, they made what seemed like it was going to be a terrible, terrible Christmas we'd want to forget into one with very intense memories.